Hello and welcome to week 3 of the Digital Startup Academy. I am super excited because I have one of my favorite photographers in Melbourne, and this beautiful lady, Ksenia Belova, is a Melbourne-based photographer who specializes in contemporary women's portraits as well as personal branding. Xenia, how are you?
Hi everyone. No, thanks so much for having me. I'm very excited. Love you, Phoebe.
Oh, it's good to have you. Very excited to have you here as well. And obviously we're recording this so that everyone across all the different time zones will be able to receive this and watch it in their own time. But then yeah, tonight, like at the moment, it's 5 something p.m. on a Wednesday, and it sounds like you've already had a really big week. Tell us what's been going on since post restrictions and what's going on in your world.
Look, I've been actually so busy. I've had only this week, I'm having 4 shoots and a video shoot as well. So I have been really busy since basically the past 3 weeks, since the restrictions have been lifted. And so I'm working even more than before because everyone is kind of catching up on the things that on the shoots that they haven't done, because I had to postpone some of them, and because a lot of people are now getting online, because the situation is not really, we don't know what's happening basically. So people are investing in photos and in personal branding. So that's why one of the reasons also why I've been so busy. So I was shooting a Pilates video today with a Pilates teacher, because she's going online and she's doing all her lessons online and she's creating online courses. So it's kind of all happening, which is really exciting, and it's beautiful. It's great to see everyone kind of doing their stuff. So yeah.
Amazing. Because at the moment, like obviously people are restricted, right? And people are pivoting online. Like that's why we started the Digital Startup Academy. And this online renaissance is now making it harder for people that are, that have a very average social media profile to be seen as the expert or the authority in their field, because there's so many people that are online now. So do you mind sharing with us what kind of branding shoots you've been doing and why it's important as a business owner, and why it's important for small, medium, large businesses and people that represent businesses to have that, to take that on?
Sure. So I have been working with all kind of small businesses, solopreneurs mostly, and service-based businesses. So I've been working a lot with coaches, with naturopaths. I've actually done pretty much all the professions. I've been shooting with a cosmetic doctor yesterday. So everyone needs to be seen, because it's not enough nowadays to have just the service you provide and just the content that you create. So people want to see who's behind the brand. So that's why personal branding, as in your own brand, that's why it's so important, because people want to see who's behind the brand, what's the story, so that they can connect better with the service that you provide or the product that you provide. This is how you differentiate yourself, because otherwise, how can you, what else can you show? There are so many different or similar businesses, but why should they choose you? So basically personal branding is showing your personality, showing how you are, being authentic, being open, also to play, because people want to see who's there. They want to see how human you are, basically, so that they said, okay, yes, I want to work with that person because they're amazing, because I really love their vibe and personality. So yeah, this is how it's all happening.
Yeah, so true. So true. And you really bring that to life. Like I've done a shoot with you, and in fact, most people know that all the photos that are on my Instagram, pretty much anyone's that involve me that look professional, were done by Xenia. So Ksenia, what can you share with us, like in terms of like us preparing for a personal branding shoot when we represent our business, or even just preparing for a photo shoot in general, regardless of what type of shoot it is? What are some tips that business owners can do in lead up to that to make it a wonderful experience or a worthwhile experience?
Sure. So a couple of tips. So the first thing that I would suggest is definitely have your branding in general set up, as in colors, branding colors, the avatar, as in who your customer is, who you're talking to. Are you casual? Are you corporate? So how do you want to represent yourself? Because this is very important, because if I give myself as an example, I'm very casual, I'm very jeans and t-shirts, and most of my clients are the same. I don't really have many corporate clients because they just don't resonate with me, because I'm very kind of fun, and but it's true. So this is my personal branding. I decide to portray myself like this. So if I was doing a shoot for myself, I would choose the clothing that can be, the clothing for my brand. I will use the colors for my branding. Colors are pink and white and black, so I would use those colors. And the vibe in general, so I like it all minimal and light and white. So this is my branding. And exactly for any kind of any other business owner, it would be exactly the same. So think of how you want to see yourself. Think of the beautiful packaging. What's that packaging?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
colors would be very important. The vibe, I would say this is the main thing, and then the rest there, it just comes naturally, I would say.
Yeah. And also, I think it's really important for us to know what we're looking for as well in a shoot, right? Because I remember before you and I were working together, um, in lead up to that, scrolling through Instagram and websites and looking at the different types of shots that other people have done. And then just even thinking about, okay, where am I going to use these pictures? Is it going to be for my website and social media? Am I going to be putting promotional content on there, like headlines, call to actions, polls on my Instagram story, or quizzes, or, like buttons and things like that on the picture? So if I'm going to be overlaying that, like what do I want my negative space, that like white
Yes.
space in the picture, to be? Like a really great example is Ksenia right now has negative space for all around her, because you've got a beautiful wall right behind you, and that, and so like even just coming up with the concept of like, what did I want my negative space to be, whether it was like a really beautiful textured brick wall, or like I remember Xenia, you and I did this bit where we had even just a plain pink background, and that was very on theme for me, very on brand for my business, and perfect, because I've been able to use that in almost all my social media posts if I wanted to. So I think those are really good. Like you just pointed out something really important, which are great things to have if you're preparing for a shoot. Like, why are you doing the shoot? Like how, because you're going to be able to use these pictures for a long time. It's not just now, it's over and over again. Like how long does a branding shoot, like do the photos normally last, Xenia?
Well, it depends. But usually from my experience, people have a branding shoot, like a proper one, half a day or even a full day once a year. But again, there are different types of branding shoots. There can be a branding shoot that is more for the website. So you keep those images so they're more timeless, and they're more clean, so that again, it's actually a really great point that you said before about the negative space of how you're going to use them. So I would say the ones for the website should be cleaner without any distractions. That's why I love shooting those images in the studio with plain background, just white walls, or several backgrounds, but without any distractions. And then there is a branding shoot that is more for social media, which you could do even monthly or every 2 or 3 months. So that is just content. It's less editing, they're quicker, they're more lifestyle, they can be on location. I personally am not fond of shooting on location because for me it's a lot of distraction. I like to concentrate on personality. And if you have too much stuff going around, you lose the personality. So yes, it's a nice setup, but for me, but this is my preference because I really like to concentrate on the person I'm shooting with. I like minimal, just nothing around, and it's just you and what you do, basically.
Yeah, I love it. And for those that haven't done a branding shoot yet, or for those that have social media and they've just started, why is it so important? Like, what's the difference between someone that hasn't done a branding shoot, that's like using photos on their iPhones, and someone that has had a branding shoot?
I guess the first difference is that your potential clients can see that you are serious about your business if you invest in photography. Yes, it's not it can be pretty pricey, but it gets you to another level. It shows, yes, I'm serious. Yes, I'm investing. Yes, this is me. And people take you more seriously, more. You get, I've seen from my experience, a lot of my clients gained a lot of confidence after having their shoots done, and they themselves became more serious about their business. It was as if there was like a confirmation, okay, I'm doing the right thing, and because I decide to invest in it. So it gives you that extra level of credibility too. So yes, phone shots are fine. I take selfies as well around, and I do stories and stuff. But I myself invest in branding shoots too, because, I have to brand myself as a branding photographer. And yeah, it just shows another level of your business. And again, it's something that can help you to even put your prices up.
Absolutely.
It's mentally, yeah.
It gives it that oomph in your business.
Yeah.
And I love it, because when I started to share photos that were professionally taken, immediately my business was perceived differently. And that's all across the board, from when people see me at the it's like the difference between when you go from a home-based business to working in a co-working center. I mean, yes, at the moment a lot of people are moving back to working from home, but there's that huge difference between when you invite a client into your office and when you're just kind of doing it casual or whatever. It does make a big difference, because every time someone sees your business, regardless of whether we want to or not, we are being judged, or we are judging, right? We have making mental notes. So how you perceive your business, on how you are perceived, or how your business is seen on social media, is it's a massive difference. Because when people go back to deciding or making that decision of who am I going to go with, like, I've just gone through someone's funnel, I've just gone from not knowing who someone is to knowing who they are, and that might be that last final thing that they see. They just might be just one post that you put up, and they go, yeah, bam,
yeah,
that's the girl, or that's the guy, or that's the person I want to work with.
Yeah, exactly. Also, because I think if you get a professional photographer, whether it's me or someone else, we as photographers, we can see something that probably you can't see of yourself. So we can actually get you to show your real personality, especially for people who are a bit more shy in front of the camera. That's where you get someone who can make you feel good, comfortable, and it becomes like a very fun experience. And then this is when you get the best shots. And this is when people look at themselves like, oh my God, I've never seen this expression of me. Oh, you've captured this. And I guess this is one of the reasons why also you would get a professional photographer doing your branding shoots, because it's just different. We just know how to get the best out of people, I guess.
Awesome. So Ksenia, what are some final things that you want to share with us, or some tips that you have to offer for anyone that is watching this video and this interview tonight about and considering either getting a photo shoot or considering improving their personal branding or the branding of their business?
Well, I think one of the things that I would definitely consider is not overthinking it. So it's good to have a plan, but if you think too much, you will never do it. So just once you've decided, okay, I want to do the branding shoot, and you find the right photographer, just do it. Don't think of, oh, I've got to lose weight, or this is not the right time, I need to do my hair, and this. You will always find excuses. Always find excuses. So once you've decided, just go for it. Trust the person who you work with. Trust the person. Just give it a go, and you will see the results will be amazing. And just let yourself go. Just be you. Don't overthink. Just have fun. That's the most important bit for me. And then the rest, again, it just comes. I usually should just go in with the flow. Because it depends on, everyone is different, and I might have things in mind, but then we just change everything. And it's good to be open. I think it's very important to be open. Let's try, it works, good. It doesn't work, that's fine. Bring a lot of outfits to your shoots, a lot, so that then you can go through them and have a big choice. Like I usually help with styling too, so I get 40 outfits from my clients, and then we just mix and match them. We've got the makeup artist and the hairstylist for women, so again, it gives you a bit more confidence, and you feel amazing. It's just great experience. Just have fun with it. And yeah, so that's, I would say that's probably the most important bit.
Yeah, I love it. And I think another thing that has just come to mind as you said that is, I'm even thinking about like that process of when we're picking the photos, trusting the professional and leaving it to the professionals, because it is so easy for us. And I'm not sure if you remember this, but when we're looking at our photos, it's so easy for us to be critical and be like, oh, I'm not sure, like, no, I look too young in this, or I look too old in this, or my eyes a bit funny. But to leave it to the professional, because like a year later, I actually sometimes look back and I go, I'm so glad I trusted Ksenia when she said, use that photo, I love that photo. Because I remember a year after looking at that photo and going, I'm so glad I picked that, because there is something about it. And I didn't see it at the time, because we get so focused on ourselves, like we're looking at them from a different angle. So that photo selection process is also where we've got to trust the professionals. So yeah, that's a really good point. So are there any ways for us to connect with you, Ksenia? Because obviously your Instagram, your Facebook, are great ways for us to connect and to see the kind of photos that you've done for your clients. So where's the what are your Instagram and Facebook handles so that we can connect with you and follow?
Sure, no, that would be great. I would love to connect with more people and also support other businesses. And I like to promote other people too. So we kind of have to stick together. So my Instagram handle is Ksenia _ Belova _ photography.
I know that better than you. I've tagged you in so many posts. Ksenia's had a very big day. Had a very big shoot today. So this is what I mean by the realness of it.
I forgot my own handles. I never write to myself, Yeah.
Really?
and a LinkedIn.
I do that all the time in my other profile.
I never tag myself. Yeah, so these are the handles. So it's my name and my last name. Or you can just type Melbourne photographer and I come up.
Yeah, that's great SEO and great great stuff, Ksenia. So guys, if anyone wants to connect with Ksenia, you can find her on Facebook, Ksenia Belova, or Instagram which is, use the @ symbol and then type Ksenia_Belova_photography, and she will automatically come up. Or obviously, if you search Melbourne photographer, she is the first one that appears, because she's done amazing work with so many individuals, so many business owners, so many brands. And like we've mentioned, it is super important that if you are a personal brand, or if you want to be seen as a person of authority and have more credibility, then it's really important to get in touch with your local brand photographer from your city, or if you're in Melbourne, to get in touch with Ksenia. Ksenia, thank you so much for your time today. I know you've had a big day and really appreciate you sharing that with us. We really, really enjoy having you, and I always enjoy chatting with you and sharing knowledge about social media and photography to people. So again, thank you so much, and thank you everyone as well for watching. Enjoy this video, and we're looking forward to the live panel Q&A with you guys tonight as well. So yeah, we will chat to you guys soon, and thank you so much again.
Thank you. Bye everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks.